Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Epic LAN. It is time for our playoff stage. The next round in our playoff stage is the quarterfinals, and we're going to have a rematch between London Lynx and Enclave. Enclave managed to bring things back to a draw against London Lynx when they faced off on Cobblestone. Now they are here on Inferno as the first map of their best of three. My name is Switchblade J. Joining me for this epic confrontation is Dream. What do you make of this one?
Well, I think it is going to be a very close match on as many maps to go to. I'm betting this goes to 3 maps. Inferno is going to be a good start. I'd like to see what London Lynx can do on this. Obviously, they had the lead on Cobblestone last map. These two played against each other, so if they can get a better start or if they can keep it going.
Heavy utility setup here from the T side. Don't often see 3 players carry the double flash smokes, but JT also has a P250 in play. A 5 flashbangs set up in total alongside 3 smokes, 4 in execution, so you can imagine on the T side have a plan going into this one. Flashes over in towards mid, but they're playing relatively passive. They're just trying to prompt out a over rotation, a mistake almost from London Lynx. Smokes, meanwhile, will get popped in from Shiki, who is playing default, playing lurk in towards second mid as they now make their way through. Banana Trials leading the charge, spotting out trouble, with a quick rotation coming in from Fearless and one more player. I think that's Mr. Hui there to support them. Flashbangs over, smoke on the cross. 5 players storm their way onto the B site, and Shiki gets a very nice blind shot from Trials. Trials comes back with another pick, but Trials is still fragging, and Shiki's fragging as well, taking down Fearless. A 3 versus 2 situation. NK gets a double kill, does turn it to evens, but just like that, Trials able to deal with it and get the headshot on Cyber. 3k for him for the entry in defensive. That's going to be a pistol for Enclave.
A really nice round from Enclave, faking out the CTs with that one smoke, forced to rotate off for B, 4 players towards A, and as soon as that happens, they push up into B, 1 player at top of Banana. It's over from there.
It's a very nice open up. Of course, London Lynx down to the pistol force back. Eagles, CZs. A little bit of Kevlar for you, helmets. It's trying to protect a bit into the SMGs, and of course, that could ill this in play, but they have got 2 AKs on the T side, so Cheeky and Trials should be able to deal with those guys, no trouble, no bother. Of course, Fearless with the eco, well, less on. Just trying to get himself into that AWP buy in the first rifle round. For now, this is Toomey opening pick. Cyber kicking things off all right, takes a lot of damage, but does actually manage to get pickles, which, all things considered, isn't that bad for London Lynx. I think that's a great start towards this CT round.
I mean, that's exactly what they need. Need to get the opening kill. They're already at a disadvantage in terms of the weaponry, so going a man down could almost guarantee the round for Enclave. But losing pickles early on, not going to help them. One of their best players, obviously. So it'll be interesting to see what Enclave can do from here. It looks like they're just going to set up on default 3 towards Banana, 1 in second mid. Just holding now. The CTs aren't getting too aggressive either.
And Shiki getting rid of that SMG that was on pickles. You sure London Lynx can't turn it against them. Well, I'm going to make his way into Banana once again. It looks like Enclave are going to set up for the B push. There's only 1 man here. That's trouble. Going to see 2 bits of utility getting popped. The smoke on across the flashbang as well. Fearless hesitant to rotate, but would do well to do so. Shiki also going to be peeking him with one of these AKs. Trying to catch off a CT. Fearless is right here and ready for this. Does peek away at the wrong time. Spots him, double digs him down, but unable to get that kill. Now he's getting picked in from Arch. Support on his way, but he does manage to deal with the situation. And now the rest of the teams in a 5-on-3 disadvantage make their way into the B bomb site, and trouble is fragging with CZ. Takes down 1 blind shot from Fearless. Sprays his way on towards JT and shuts him down out of the action. All on Trials now. A 1 versus 4 from the brink, it seems. London Lynx have brought this round back. 6 seconds on the clock. Trials has to plant now. And Mr. Hui knows exactly how to react. Perfectly done from London Lynx. The force play works to their favour.
London Lynx, a perfect round from them. Fearless, that kill on long wrap was so needed there. If he dies there, that 1 player on B gets cut off. 3 players come from Banana. That almost is a round just for Enclave there. Great kill from him, especially not having armour. And London Lynx bring it back 1-1 with a force play.
Very nicely done, of course. No bomb plant for Enclave either. It means that the money grind isn't quite set up right, so they are going to have to force into this one. Tech 9 coming out of CZ, a Glock, 2 Deagles, Kevlar helmets for most players, but vice versa to how London Lynx got the Kevlar helmet on that CT force buy. There were 2 AK for London Lynx to use against Enclave, so they may have a couple of problems if they run into Fearless or Mr. Hui. At the moment, though, it's just a little bit of a default and a quick fast play into the A-bomb. Slight Cyber sprays down 2, drops the bomb along to the crossfire. Will lock out a triple kill. Leave it onto Shiki as the last man. A 1 versus 4 situation. not going to be very winnable from here.
No, Shiki for some reason goes for the Glock and armor. I guess he was trying to prioritise utility, but there you might as well just not go for the armor. Save the money, just go for more utility instead of going Glock armor. There's nothing much you're going to be able to do that. Then he's probably going to kill the Fearless season, and then goes around London Lynx 2-1 up, and I think this is going to be a close game on our hands.
Very good start back and forth already from these two teams, but Enclave finally have been forced down. PT50 come out from Pickles, but I doubt he'd get armor with it. I doubt if they'd get any upgrades to the pistols on the T side, they will go with armor for it. They kind of need to eco at this point and try look for a bomb plant maybe, but certainly not around here. London Lynx keeping their main bulk of rifles in play, the 2 AKs and the M4, of course 2 SMGs. Also to back it up, and if those SMGs do get the kills, that's perfect start, and yeah, it is a perfect start for Mr. Hui and Shane and Trouble. Nading down Shaney, taking him out of the action, doing a lot of damage to JT as well, so still lots of time to play with. Enclave are playing aggressive, but they are just going to get picked off, no real armor, nothing really to work with. See if they can get a bomb plant, but already they are failing at that. She becomes the last man alive. 1 versus 5, he goes down. That's going to be 3-1 for London Lynx.
Yeah, London Lynx getting a really good start into this. Even after losing the pistol, they seem to be coming back into it. They look really good on these rifles. I'm guessing Cyber and Trouble are going to keep these SMGs more of a bonus round for them. See if they can build up money against these JKs as well, which would be perfect. And if they're able to keep these guns alive and win the round, just be amazing for them.
SMG is keeping in play for London Lynx. Trust if they can get some value out of them. Trouble and Cyber got kills right now against them, and this will be very, very good. Look at this aggression though. Cyber and Mr. Hui going super aggressive. Indeed, Cyber does get taken down, but Mr. Hui does end up getting traded back to the 4-on-3. They do a lot of damage to Shaney, but just not quite able to finish the job. Fearless will be able to spray down one takedown Pickles, but JT, of course, there for a quick trade, leaving it up to 2 players at London Lynx, an M4 and an MP9 to play with. Trouble will be able to spray down the first, but Shiki catches him off guard. With JT getting that final kill, that will secure a second for Enclave.
I mean, I really like that from London Lynx, just taking the initiative. They're going for the aggressive, making sure that Enclave, even if they win the round, they're feeling comfortable. I mean, they managed to get a few kills out of it, at least. I think there's 3 kills there. 1 SMG alive. Oh, sorry, there was 2 SMGs alive there, so not a bad round for them. They take the loss on the chin, and we'll just go into the next round.
The AWP coming out from London Lynx. Fearless been looking for this since the start of the game. Both teams up for a rifle buy regardless. We're going for the same mid push, London Lynx. Did not work out for them, but they are going to get, for the most part, passively set up. The crossfire from mid, 1 player apps. Of course, 2 players on this B bomb site, the standard crossfire from CT and the B site itself. So it will come down from the T side, but they won't commit to a rotation here, London Lynx. Bomber's making his way up through Banana. Shaney himself leading the charge. Got 2 to find here, so a good call. All comes down to how quickly Fearless can rotate and put its AWP in towards effect, but let's see what Trouble and Mr. Hui can be able to do. Flashbangs away, counter smokes come down. Mr. Hui looking for a desperate frag through the smoke, and the gap does find JT, but Shaney there with a quick trade to a 4 versus 4. Trouble's made his way on through towards the other side. Does spot out Sheik, but a bomb will get planted. He doubles down, takes him to a double, trying to desperately spray through and get the triple. Runs out of ammo, but it's still a 2 versus 4 situation. Charles doesn't see Trouble, and as a result, he can make himself a 3rd and a 4th. Nicely played on the defensive from Trouble. Next, London Lynx a 4-2 scoreline.
A perfect round for him and Mr. Huey there. They gave it up well. Unfortunately, Mr. Huey is cut off there, but the fact he's able to get 1 really helps Trouble. He just then acts on the confusion, comes through the smoke, able to get a 4K from that round, close it out. Perfect from him. All you could really ask.
Once again, Enclave forced down. Eco for the most part, but 2 players with armor. Quasi-bum more than anything else. But let's see what Trials and Pickles can do. We'll suffer the headshots, of course. The AKs are in play, and of course the M4s and the AWP with no armor like this should be relatively damaging. Mr. Hui is going to prove the point, taking down Shaney, kicking things off in this round to the favour of London Lynx. And what more can the T side do? They will try for the B push once again. Hopefully try to see if they can enter quickly, get a bomb down, get a bit more of a defined buy in the next round. Of course, the lost bonus being reset and all. AWP of Fierce also holding down on the A-bomb site. Doesn't matter. Crossfire lock. Trouble will be able to take down JT. And I don't really see this round going much further to the favour of Enclave.
No, I think this is over from Enclave. They didn't really want much going into this round anyway. They have 1 flash left. They possibly could get 1 kill off it. I don't think it's going to be a bomb plant, which is what they really need. I mean, I think it will be 5-2 to London Lynx, and they've looked really good on Inferno. I think it might have been me and Harvey, who was casting their game on Inferno yesterday. On their T side, they were so dominant, absolutely just running over teams. So it's interesting to see them so good on their CT side right now. I think it's going to go in the weight of trouble. Pickles just left the armor, and Eagle is going to get taken down as well. Not a single kill for the way of Enclave, which is a bit of a problem. They need to get these bomb plants down as well. 5-2 advantage for London Lynx.
London Lynx allowed to bolster this economy, starting to take shape in a very defined money line. $7,300 on the richest player, Trouble. $39.50 on the poorest player here for London Lynx, that is Cyber. Vice versa on the T side though, they're going to go for a defined half pipe. Raining Thunderstrap with the HE grenade straight down Banana. It looks like they're going to try to open things up with this frag. Gets a bit of damage into Mr. Hui, but unable to find a whole lot more. Got smoke shot as well for a basic execution. The T side, meanwhile, after making some presence, making some noise here in the Banana area, push the bomb into apps and get ready for what looks to me an A-site play. Hopefully find his first pick, but it's going to be very, very difficult with these rifles locking things down, and Fearless in particular playing passive entry. Does take the mid control, and JT peeks straight into his crosshair. NK gets a double kill as well. Silent chimes in. It's just going to be all up to Fearless to finish the job, and yeah, the T side walking into the meat grinder in that case. Very, very easy for London Lynx.
Yeah, not a really good use of their utility, the Enclave. They had a few smokes, a few flashes. That flash onto long doesn't get the close angle, and that's where you'll find most of these AWPers play. Fearless has been playing it the entire tournament towards a long wrap. So you'd expect someone to, you know, do a better flash than that. It would have flashed Porch, but obviously no one playing there. A good round from London Lynx. Only a half buy from Enclave though, so there's nothing too much to trouble them so far.
Enclave with a buy down in this round. Decent set of utility, 5 AKs in play. See what they can do here. They've struggled on T-side. They really have struggled. London Lynx holding down the defensive, and they are only a couple away from being able to definitively take this CT half. So Enclave need to set up, step up. This is Defa once again in towards Banana. Shaney will lead his teammates. The bomb on the back of Pickles. 2 players to find. Let's see if they can do it. It's the same power couple that have held down this B site. Trouble and Mr. Hui. Mr. Hui will hold on most of the defensive, but he does get taken out. The action, Trouble out of times on back towards one more kill. Dinks down JT, but unable to finish the job as he gets away with one more frag at 14 HP. 3 versus 4 now set up for London Lynx to retake. Good grenade from NK, but JT moves that away at the perfect time now. Fearless making his way in from Banana, trying to see if he can spot down Shiki. A good chance if he crosses, and indeed he does. So suddenly the tables have turned. It's a 3 versus 3, and Cyber's very, very close on this site. Bomb time is still ticking. He's spotted Trials, looking for a decent count, gets the tag, but not the frag. Eventually, with the second peek, he will be able to find it. JT and Pickles both held out towards Dark, and Pickles sprays onto one, but not the second. The bomb will get defused. It will be London Lynx making their way up to 7.
That was really poor from Shiki there. He definitely does not need to peek into Banana. He just needs to hold the angle, wait for that player to come around the corner. Especially when you don't know where Phyllis is coming from. You understand he's on the AWP as well. Just gave his frag away free, and then the kills just trickled in for London Lynx. I do like what Enclave are doing when they go towards the B site though. They throw like a smoke into either Porch or Long. That'll block off one of the players normally on A. And what that's meant to do is not meant to rotate someone off B, it's meant to keep those A players there. So no one can rotate quickly, and that's exactly what happens. But they just couldn't hold off the retake.
7-2. 5-round deficit. The London Lynx own the lead here. And a match pause. You can imagine for Enclave, this is a tactical to kind of sit things through and figure things out, because outside of those 2 rounds, I mean, haven't really held a lot, if my mind corrects me. You know, I can't press tab, but if I could, then I would check to see whether we're on a max loss bonus. And we're almost there. 4 rounds in a row so far. London Lynx have been able to win out. A lot of work needs to be done for Enclave. Only the pistol and a rifle, not even the conversions.
Yeah.
Not looking good for the T side so far.
No, not looking good at all. And I'd like them to maybe shift towards the A side a little bit. They've pretty much hit B on every gun round. And every time it's not going to work, and it hasn't been working for them. They need to start to switch up. Maybe go for a fast play into mid, something like that. Try and shut down these players. If Fearless is able to get more information like he did last round into the apps, peeks down no one in second mid, that gives early info. It makes the B players more aware. It didn't cause any rotates, but it did make the B players more aware. And I just want them to try something new, and that's probably what they're talking through right now.
Yeah, and that B side defensive has been so strong. Mr. Hui in trouble, of course, Trouble holding that C2 spawn, and then Mr. Hui just holding down the B side, just trying to get that opening frag, set up his teammate. Even when he goes down, Trouble is there and ready to frag back, apply pressure. just open things up for the retake, even if he goes down. It just seems like such the perfect style from London Lynx, and they're playing this by the book. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So they just leave Fearless, Cyber, and NK over on the A site, leave Trouble and Mr. Hui to do their thing on B, and then when time is necessary, rotate and shut down the Enclave side. So another half buy, a force buy, however you want to argue it, it is going to be upgraded pistols, Kevlar, and helmets for Enclave. A little bit of utility, 4 flashbangs, 3 smokes. AWP for Fearless, and T side going to be trying to find maybe a bomb plant, maybe damage. They will find a little more something than just, a basic round here from the T side. They have got upgraded pistols. They've got quite a decent setup. Let's see what they do. Much more passive. Reminds me of that pistol run that we had.
Yeah, this is what they do a lot. They go into some sort of default. If they want to go towards B, they'll leave at least 3 players on this T ramp. When they have 1 player from second mid, throw a smoke into either short or long, and then they'll hit B. But it looks like London Lynx took banana control. I think, yeah, that's exactly what they've done. They're taking banana control. They've denied this early information from Enclave, so they're going to have to clear these angles as they come up. I'm not sure if this is an angle you don't really expect all the time. So Trouble, he may be able to get a free kill and then fall off. And it's going to be a perfect nade. Oh, a lot of damage done on that nade by him. Really good, really good just game sense to know that they could be waiting there.
Great read on Enclave, expecting this passive default to be in play, and indeed it is. Shaney, 56 HP, and neither team has traded shots just yet. London Lynx as well playing super disciplined. Trouble has been left alone on the B side, but he's got an advanced angle, and on top of that half wall, he's just trying to look for players, maybe get a pick, but once he sees people moving, he's just going to run back into the site and call a rotation. Here it comes. Shaney first face burst down, and exactly what I said, disciplined play. Runs back into the B site. No rotation to come in just yet, because only just that, except for that 1 player, he has not seen a whole lot, and there is utility raining on the A site. Fearless is tempted to rotate towards B, but now the utility will come through, and Enclave will make their way on towards B. He's having trouble to defend, and he cannot do it on his own. Gets taken down. Well, he does take Shaney at the very least, but Pickles with a quick trade to a 4 vs 4. And now Fearless is the man to take the first face against Sheik. He does take him out of the action, turns it to the man advantage of London Lynx, but they've got a rifle, they've got a bomb plant. T-side, let's see if they can fend off the retake here. So far, not a great start as Slybat takes that.
Nice shot there by JT into a 2 vs 3. Charles can get 1. He may be able to get a second. The AWP misses his shot, but Charles gets the person pushing through CT. That is NK. Leaves Fearless with the AWP in a 1 vs 2. A nice shot onto Charles though. And JT's got to be real careful, and he's going to stick the defuse. I'm not sure if Charles is going to expect this. JT's not going to expect this, but he does get it in the end, and that's going to be 7-3. A nice force buy from, or half buy from Enclave to win the round in the end.
Yeah, stealing one away from London Lynx, but Fearless himself, he almost was able to find that 1 vs 2. 3k clutch for him if he had found it, but the AWP unable to get the job done. Either way, the prowess of the veteran player for London Lynx. A double orb setup will come through for the CT side, so very, very ballsy indeed. Let's see what they can do with it. Trouble, of course, holding down the B side defensive. The first time he's had the AWP so far in this map. Of course, Mr. Hui there to defend it, and the exact same default setup that London Lynx decided to deviate from that last round. Now going to be back in play here. See if they can reset the T side, which for London Lynx would be the perfect way to end the half.
It would be pretty good. I think they could still, it's still in reach of them to get a 12-3 if they're able to reset the economy here. But Enclave, I just think they're too good to let that happen. I'm not sure what London Lynx can do, if they're going to try and adapt to anything. And it looks like Enclave, it looks like they were going towards the A site, but they're mixing it up again. They're going to throw a few more smokes onto the A site, then move the bomb towards B. It's pretty much what they've done every round, just maybe a couple more smokes onto the A site. And it'll be interesting to see, because that smoke they've thrown onto like Wrap or onto the short position. Oh, a lovely shot by Shaney onto Trouble. His reaction's just not good enough to hit that shot. That smoke has kept a player on London Lynx on the A site constantly. So I'm not sure if it's going to do it now, as there's already been 1 player down on the B site.
Fearless making his way up. Placing the AWP of Trouble, which has gone down. 5-on-4 situation favourable to Enclave. Ooh, Sheiky. Spotting Shaney and a little bit twitchy, a little bit too aggressive. Pickles makes his way on towards the A site. Meanwhile, does take down Cyber, but they don't receive any more presence. NK will be able to deal with him, but Shaney frags back onto Fearless. Turns it to a 2 vs 4, and the AWPs are out of play for London Lynx. It's all on Mr. Hui and NK. And look at this, the T's going to wrap quickly in towards the A site. It's going to be all NK to defend this right here. One will go down, he's thrown back to the corner. He does spray down 1 head, but Sheiky there for a quick trade. Could have denied that plant, but just not to be. 1 vs 3 now for Charles with the AWP retake for him. But it looks like he's already made the decision to save.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point in going it. Just save the AWP. The economy's not great, especially, I mean, they bought up 2 AWPs there. Not looking good. I mean, they should be able to get at least, I think, maybe another buy-in after this eco. I'm not too sure about that, though. I'd have to see tab for that. But a nice round from Enclave, switching it up, doing the A smokes, then trying to go back towards B. Shaney gets a pick on B. I take contact. Sheiky runs towards, or not Sheiky, sorry. I think it was Trials or Pickles runs towards A. Gets one pick on A, dies. And it's just a round over.
7-4. And then Lynx still in the lead, but finally Enclave after that tactical are now going to start bringing things back here against the CT side. And as well as that, the economy that was so well bolstered by London Lynx earlier on in the half has now whittled down, thanks in part, of course, to that double AWP setup that they haven't been able to get back and forth. Only that single AWP staying in play and losing 3 other rifles. It's a bit of a hard buy will come through from London Lynx. They're going to take a few seconds to try and set this up, and yeah, it's just going to be a UMP for trouble. So not the best in the world here for the CTs. Still 3 M4s to work with, and Fearless with the AWP. The exact same setup the London Lynx have gone in with. It's starting to break those. They may have to start thinking about making a change towards the end of the half.
Yeah, that one AWP saved by Mr. Huey has allowed this buy to come out. That was perfect for him, a good idea to do that. Just really, that just takes game sense and just playing the game. You know that situation. You go into the next round, you have a look at your own economy, and you're able to do that. And that means 3 M4s are able to come out, Treble and UMP, but the way he's playing, he doesn't really need any gun. He's been playing really well. Does get spotted out in CT there. But there is someone boosted as well. They may not expect this. Mr. Huey not even going to get one there, and that's a problem. Definitely should have been a kill from him. A lot of damage done though, so that does open it up for the retake of London Lynx. Do wish to go for it.
5-on-4 situation, and the HP isn't looking too great for the T side. See what London Lynx will do. They will go for the retake. All 4 players making their way in from Church, from CT Cross. Molotov's down, trying to push them away, but plenty of smokes for the T side to work with. Hold back for any number of seconds at this point. It's all just going to be to their favour. London Lynx are running out of time to make this work. Fearless smokes down across once again, but yeah, they not finding anything, not finding an over-aggression, not finding a pick means that they will just decide to fall back, fall away. Call it a day here for a 7-5 scoreline. Yeah, not an easy retake on the B side, but I felt like London Lynx could have been able to do it. I'm not sure how much information they've got on the HP of the players, Shaney and JT in particular. It's the call that they will make. They will save their rifles. I think the smartest play, but not the best one in my opinion.
Yeah, maybe not the best play, but it was the smartest in the situation because of the amount of utility that Enclave still had left. They were just throwing smokes down, stopping any angles from London Lynx to try and retake the site. So it was a good call. It's more of a 50-50. Do you just go through these smokes because your time is running out, or do you just save the guns, go into the next round and get another buy, which is what they've chosen to do.
Still a UMP on trouble, but not too much of a problem. And 4 staying in play, and that is the main thing for London Lynx. Already a great start for Shaney to shut down Fearless though, and that might not be the best start. Taking out the main AWP of that CT side is never going to be a good sign here. Teams are making their way into the mid-site default. 4 players stacking in JT, of course leading the charge with Shaney. Backing up with the AWP, utility goes over the edge. He gets one more and NKN doubles down on side. But Trouble does get one pick, but he's dealt with effectively. Leaves it onto Mr. Hui, 1 versus 4. Might just look for that AWP if Fearless and call it another save because London Lynx don't really have many options here. 1 versus 4 situation is never going to be. In fact, never mind. Mr. Hui is going to get caught off guard by Sheiky, who sprays it down to 42. The rest of the team will wrap in to ensure that he has a swift death. It will be a 6th round on the board.
Yeah, really unfortunate for London Lynx. I like that Fearless is... Oh, nice shot by Sheiky through the smoke. I like that London Lynx is switching up, having Fearless go towards B there. But unfortunately, Shaney's just ready for it. He's holding that angle normally anyway. Catches him off, and then it just starts a domino effect on London Lynx. And they all just start falling Pickles. A nice 2k entry into the apps as well.
Eco, half buy needs to come in from London Lynx in this round as well to try and see if they can get a decent buy for the end of the half. Could try and force the issue together, but in the next round it would be more defined. So CZ's out, the Eagles 5-7, a little bit of Kevlar, a little bit of utility. Not much other than that. Ooh, wow.
What a shot.
Trials well played on NK. That's not the start that London Lynx were looking for.
No, a lovely spam by him. I really like that spam. It's a really good feature of Inferno. Just being able to make sure that no one can push using that. And JT hits a lovely shot onto NK there. NK playing there quite a lot though, which is a problem. You need to switch up your position so you don't become predictable. And that's why that starts getting spammed. If you're playing that every round, then that is going to be a problem. And now it means that London Lynx are going to have to split 2-2 as well. Fearless not even got armor. Pickle's going to take down one. There goes the trade though. Cyber not able to get any more, and the rest of the players for London Lynx are on beat. They may try and get Pickle's AK, but other than that, it's going to be a full save from them.
Yeah, not much left in the tank, so just a save. Not really much of an option. Would put that armor to better use in the next round rather than trying to go for a YOLO retake for this one. So Enclave will even a scoreline 7-7, and yeah, it was going to be a very close match, like we were expecting, like we were hoping for between these two teams. They faced off in the group stage, drew it 15-15. So one of the few draws that we had over the course of yesterday.
I mean, it's one of the games we really wanted to go into overtime. I really wanted to see how it played out, and it's unfortunate that we didn't. But again, this is going to be a super close game. London Lynx, really, really good in the Inferno T side. So I'm interested to see what they can do against Enclave, who, in my opinion, have the superior aim. But it looks like London Lynx have a really good game sense. It seems like they've got a pretty good IGO as well. So we'll have to see what they try and do on their T side, stuff like pistol. But it looks like London Lynx have a really good buy into this round. Fearless back in the AWP. He's been pretty consistent on it this game, so we'll have to see what he gets into.
Yeah, let's just hope that Shaney doesn't find that opening pick, though, which he has been able to do relatively consistently on Fearless of his own right. He is playing towards A once again. No, actually, he's playing towards B, excuse me. I can't actually quite see the numbers from my perspective, but yeah, playing towards B side, swapping out Trouble, who is playing in Fearless's position originally on the A side. So let's see if this AWP change of pace could potentially shut down the T's presence into Banana. Fearless watching the small cross, and indeed, he does catch Shaney off guard. A great opener for London Lynx as they shut down a 5-on-4. And Fearless disciplined, he knows what he's doing, going to rotate back in towards Coffins, but meanwhile the T side have made their way into Abs, made their way in towards mid, and looking like they're going to try and push for this A side. They've got a decent stack of utility to do so. They just have to make sure they don't fall into the hands of the crossfire set by the CTs. NK, Cyber, and Trouble here on A for a defensive. Minutes still have to go for Enclave to make this move.
Yeah, after losing that first player on B, they decided they were going to switch up. I think they were going to try and go for a fake on A, but unfortunately just not working out for them now. And it looks like they are throwing stuff towards A, waiting out the utility of London Lynx and Molotov towards mid. Now they are just throwing the nades out. Two players going towards port side, two in apps. Looks like Pickles is going to take one there. NK allowing his teammates to die in sight, but Charles, he's there to trade. Puts it into a 3 versus 3. A good situation for London Lynx to try and retake on, but for some reason Trouble goes without his teammates and just pretty much gives his life away there.
Yeah, Trouble going a little bit better to wait for Mr. Hui and Fearless to rotate in time and start pushing from all three angles, from both angles, all three players at the same time. And from there, it just starts to crumble to pieces. Last man left alive, Mr. Hui, as Fearless goes falling. They know where he is. They know what he's probably going to do. Try to look for that AWP. Try and see if he can save it. Does try to push in. Just try to take down JT, but no chance today, as it will be 6 rounds in a row for Enclave. A very, very good end to the half. Not the best of starts, but yeah, they managed to bring it back towards the end. And, you got to give credit where it's due.
I mean, I think they just started to read what London Lynx were doing. They started to counter it well. They just needed a few rounds to get into it there. They gave away a few rounds they definitely shouldn't have. And London Lynx, I mean, arguably, they just started to lose their grip, started to lose the momentum they had. And that ultimately just sort of led to their downfall. And it looks like Trouble's going to go for a smoke and a flash. Not going to see 3 sets of utility like we did on the Enclave pistol. JT with a kit and a smoke. A pretty standard pistol. Normally what you see, one person on a kit, one person on utility on each side.
Yeah, interesting, only a single flash and smoke for Trouble. I think he dropped the P250 for Cyber so he can play Raid Boss. Yeah, but yeah, look at the CT stack at the moment. They've got 4 players over on the B site. JT in particular trying to play rotation in case they do make their way on towards A, so you can put that diffuse kit where necessary. But for the moment, just a default from London Lynx. Mid control, second mid control, passive apps control, looking for an over rotation, over an extension, a mistake from the CT side. But Enclave won't bite. They'll hold back. I think the most aggressive player you could argue is Shiki, but you can see his position on the screen right now. It's all the way up towards top banana on that yellow house cross. Minute ticked by. Got 50 seconds on the clock now, and it looks like London Lynx will set up here for the B site. The utility has been tossed. The smoke in towards Archer Flashbang. Try and see if they can pull distraction, pull some blindness. And look at this, a slow rotation to come through from Enclave. As London Lynx swarm the site, it's all Pickles there. Spots that Mr. Hui, takes him out, looks in trouble as well. But NK, quick to deal with him, will get the bomb down. 4-on-4 situation, a retake up for Enclave.
Yeah, unfortunate for Enclave there. They went for a gamble. I really like what they tried to do, go for the gamble stack, see if it works out. The rotation's a bit too slow, but there's nothing they could have done to save Pickles there. He does get one, which is perfect, puts it into a 4 versus 4, makes the retake open, but Trouble going to take down Shenny. A lovely shot onto him. And another dink going down there. Trials pretty much out of this round with that dink. And there, Cyber takes out JT, a person who was also dinked down. 2 players left alive for the counter-terrorists, not looking good for them. There goes Trials, and London Lynx take the 8-8.
Very nicely done there from London Lynx. You know, very, very quick into the A bomb slate. And a little bit of luck as well. Enclave were stacking B, hoping that they found themselves an overextended push from London Lynx. But London Lynx didn't bite that one. Went for the default, played off the information. And they went for an A site here. And Pickles, sadly, unable to fight against the overwhelming force of the London Lynx T side. And now into mid, in towards second mid. London Lynx default will go into effect once again. But yeah, for the CT side, not the best setup to try and counter it. They've got Kevlar, they've got some helmets. But for the most part, just pistol upgrades. Yeah, not looking like a very good round for the CT side. Don't imagine them winning. This should be a very basic conversion for London Lynx.
Yeah, you'd hope so, but then we did say that for Enclave on their T side as well. They pretty much lost that round. But Shaney, obviously not having armor here, doesn't have the deagle as well. 5.7 being nerfed recently, doesn't do as much damage. Still quite an effective pistol, but he does not have armor, which is the big thing. Obviously saving towards the AWP. And now London Lynx just holding the default, waiting to see if Enclave will try anything fancy like they did last round. But it looks like it is just going to be 2 defaults out from each team. 3 players towards 8 for Enclave this round. And now the execute coming out by London Lynx. JT possibly going to bait his teammate Shaney. Unless Shaney is just hiding behind that box. And London Lynx have gained the information, no one shot. And looks like they are just going to commit to the A site. Well, no, maybe they're going to fall back here, but they are making a lot of noise in doing so. Oh, okay, they're trying to fake out the CT team. They even faked out me. Very well done by them. Just trying to see if they can bait a rotate, and that's exactly what it's done. They are now going to try and go round, but committed too early there, the rotate. Not going to be good enough. And there we go, Mr. Huey open it up. JT able to get 1 back. He's going to get 2. Possibly going for a 3rd as well. But nothing else coming from it. 3 kills for him, though. That opens up the retake. Perfect by him. 14 seconds left. Bomb going to go down as well.
You couldn't ask for more from JT. A 2 versus 2. Sang up Shiki and Trials for the perfect forced retake. Can they do it again? Can Enclave find themselves a conversion round? Shiki will get the first on NK, but down to Mr. Hui with a Mac 10. And Shiki with a 5-7, a 3k for Mr. Hui, a 2k for Shiki. Getting close, trying to tap him down, but Mr. Hui is there to spray it down and get himself a triple kill. Try to see if we can find that AK, but no, a little bit too late to the marker. A very nice defensive help from JT, though. You've got to give credit where it's due. And in this case, it was very, very good with that 5-7. But London Lynx overwhelm the A site. They take themselves a 9.
Yeah, getting down to a 1 versus 1 there. You couldn't ask for more from JT. There's no way you could have gotten 4 there.
Mac 10s, MP7, 2 AKs of course for Fearless and NK. So in towards this next conversion round should be a little bit more simpler for London Lynx, but well, JT's got a 5-7, so let's not hold true for another second. PT50 of course for Shaney as well, and USPs for everybody else. So very basic eco for the CT side, but let's see what they can do with it. They've got a bit of a stack heading towards there. A lot of aggression. They actually will catch Fearless off guard. A good dink from Shiki, but unable to finish the job. Fearless on 7 HP. Bomb information has been gathered. Looking at the dots here, but NK will take out Trials, and that leaves B site open for business. London Lynx may read this. They may push the rotation back away, but Shaney could also push of his own accord, maybe take out Fearless. Should be a very, very huge push for Enclave, and indeed, they do peak. Cyber takes down Pickles, though. Sprays going from the Mac 10s and the MP7. Eventually, Trouble will lock down the 2K, looking at the 10th round. So, yeah, not quite the same stance the CTs would have liked to hold, but now we're into the buy round. The M4's coming into play. No AWP for this round, but should have pretty decent set of utility. And the fuse kit as well for JT.
Yeah, they've If they were able to get at least 2 kills there, that would have done so much economy damage. But unfortunately, not going to happen. The Eco, you can't really expect much from it anyway. They are not a single player going for the head armor, which is a problem because there is 3 SMGs alive right now. I mean, it's going to be a close round, I think. I mean, Enclave, they've got to be careful about these SMGs, especially without that head armor. Obviously expecting that these players are just going to be on the AKs, and it looks like it's going to be a fast A hit. Trials, oh, Mr. Fury just getting down there, gets taken out. Pickles and Shaney with 2. There's 2 of the SMGs down. There goes 3. Shaney with a 3K on the site, lovely by him. Just cleaning up the round, and I mean, that was a bonus round for London Lynx. They just wanted to use those SMGs, get out fast. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay off for them.
Shaney with a 4K overall for the defensive. A great hold from him on the CT side. That puts Enclave on a very, very good stance for this next round. Really buying into the utility that they lost. Not losing a single player there, so the rifles are allowed to stay in play, and they even pick up a couple of AKs for extra firepower. This next round could mean they take the lead here away from London Lynx. Of course, with their 10-10 score and an eco round up for the T side, London Lynx are putting a lot in this next round, a very crucial one for them. So we are starting to get to the danger zone. We are starting to get towards that map point. It will be a bit of trouble for both sides here. London Lynx in towards this default. Apps mid, second mid. Pickles watching down Apps from a much more aggressive angle. He could catch trouble off guard. Who's the spot? Who's first? Oh, very nicely done. Pickles with a 1-tap. He doesn't need more. And that will turn it to a 5-on-4 favour to the CT side.
And now, Shiki seems to have taken a little bit of damage. I imagine that was towards the B site. Now, it looks like London Lynx are just going to hold. They are a man down right now. They've got to try and get back into it somehow. They need to even the scoreline. And it looks like they are going to go towards B, which will be the right call. Faking out these CT players, keeping all 4 there. And that's going to be perfect for them as they take down Trials. And they've pretty much used Enclave strat on them. They use 1 smoke to keep them there. The rotate coming in. No smoke from CT though. But that doesn't matter as Mr. Huey takes down Shiki. Puts it into a 4 versus 3. The advantage London Lynx. But look at this from JT. Nearly takes down another player. Does get 1 from it though, and that's perfect. Phyllis taking down Pickles. Shaney gonna get taken down as well. But JT, he's got to go for like 4K to win this round right now. 1 flash available, but he's got to be careful. Phyllis with the AWP will close it out. 11-9 to London Lynx.
Bit of a misplay though. London Lynx almost fell victim to the hands of that M4. All out in the open, trying to make their way on towards the B site. No smoke to cross it off. Does put the CTs on even worse ground considering they won that last round. So the Eagles 5-7 CZ out for Enclave. Of course the AWP, the AKs out for London Lynx and an MP7 for Cyber. Molotovs down. London Lynx will try and make their way into the site itself. Try and make their way in towards that default, the apps position. Mid. Oh, great start from Shiki, and the pistol play for this CT side has been absolutely on point so far this matchup. A great pick to shut down NK. That's a rifle. Will get recovered, of course, by Fearless. Try to see what he can try and do with it. But just like that, the CTs are nowhere to be found on B side, or on Banana for that matter. They found that opening pick. Shiki just rotating back on Fruit and holding a much more passive stance here on the defensive.
Yeah, lovely shot there to open it up. NK going down. But still, I mean, London Lynx still got the advantage in this round. Got the weaponry, got plenty of utility as well to use. But the problem is they've got the man down. So even if they trade evenly, they will lose the round. But we'll have to see. It looks like London Lynx are going to go for a B hit. They were doing this a lot in their game yesterday. CT smoke going out. Now, Trial's going to be able to get 1 there. Does damage to Trouble as well. Now, this player in Ruins just needs to hold off. Doesn't need to go aggressive, but Shiki gets taken down. And that puts it into 3 versus 3. A bit of an overextension from him, just staying Ruins there. But now all 3 players come from CT. None of them have armor, which is a problem. No utility and no kits available for them either.
Shaney still got to deal with AT close range, trying to sprung towards the side of Fearless, gets the kill with Cyber. Locks down another, can't quite get a 3K. But of course, Fearless on trouble, nowhere to turn their attention to Coffins, to Church. So this last man will get shut down eventually by Fearless with the AWP, and CT side trying to hold a passive stance in that B site retake, but at the end of the day, when you've got Cyber pushing very aggressive with an SMG, you're just going to get sprayed down. There's not really much that they could have done. AKs will come back for London Lynx, a bit of a rebuy. They did lose 3 players, so that does put the economy on shaky ground, but not as shaky as it does for the Enclave side. The AWP getting brought up, the M4s for JT, Shiki and Pickles. Trials, of course, with a FAMAS, but that's all because of the Lamy. Rush coming in from the team side. This going very well or very poorly. So far, it's trading 2 for 2. There's still one more player here. Trials could be the linchpin, but he gets taken down by Cyber of his own accord. Smoke on the cross. Smoke down for Coffins. Bomb will make his way on towards the site, get planted. A 3 versus 2 retake, favourable to London Lynx.
Yeah, I liked what Enclave were trying to go for there, trying to take the banana control, but unfortunately London Lynx, they were doing this a lot where they just rushed B early on. And, well, I mean, it worked for them. They managed to trade out with keeping one person in the advantage as well. Cyber does get dropped to low HP. That flash not going to blind Fearless. He does not miss those shots, takes down Pickles. And Shaney really needs to save it. He needs to get out of there as quickly as can. There's no way he's going to be able to retake this. Does smoke onto the bomb, man. Does take down Fearless. His reaction is clearly faster, but now the problem is, how is he going to exit? There's 2 players here, and Trouble hits that shot. Will be able to save the AWP as well.
Unlucky for Shaney, just getting caught off guard. Now it does put Enclave in a very, very awkward position now. 13 on the board for London Lynx, and Enclave have been building up this loss bonus. It's only at 3 rounds right now.
Yeah, London Lynx starting to take it away here. They were really dominant on their T side the past day or 2 anyway. So it'll be interesting to see if they can keep this up. They're a few rounds ahead right now, and it's going to be a full eco from Enclave as well. So it should be a 14th round really for London Lynx. Shiki taking a little bit of damage in that Molotov, not much though. Charlie's going to see if he can get a 1T towards the bottom of Banana soon. Going to go for some sort of information. Looks like they are boosting on the broken wall with that. But there's only NK who's shoulder peeking, so they shouldn't be able to get much out of that now. And it's just a real passive default for the London Lynx. Take a little bit of apps control, not too much though. Shiki trying to go for the deagle. Not going to hit it this time. Ooh, does get tagged down. I believe that was the AWP that did that.
43 on Shiki, unable to land that first kill. He's been good with the deagle, but not in this round. Trials will be there for support. Could find a 1D. Yes, he does land it on NK. Meanwhile, over on the other side of the map, Pickles will get picked off. Alex understands. He also sprays his way onto 2 more. JT and Shaney down and out. And now the CETs have to try and rotate into the B, also the A-bomb site, I should say. Shiki is the last man, and they know exactly where he is. Cyber, of course, spotting those 2 players on the peak. The bomb will get planted. And yeah, 14th round looking likely for Lynx. Cyber will close things out for his own 2K. A 14-9 scoreline, and possibly the last chance for Enclave.
Yeah, it is getting so close to that match point. Obviously not the last chance in the game if they do lose this map. They've got 2 more maps to try and take this back, but it's not looking good for the London Lynx. We already know are a really good team on Inferno. Enclave, they've been all right on it. They played it, I think, once I know of on Inferno so far at Epic, and I think they won. But these 2 teams, I believe both of them topped their group. I think that's right. Yeah, London Lynx and Enclave both topped their groups. Both really good teams, so it will be a really close best of 3. And now Shaney taking down NK to start it off, and that's exactly what Enclave need to do. That NK, I think that's about the 3rd time he's been taken down in that position. Twice by Deagles, once by an AWP now. Fearless trying to see if he can trade it back, but unfortunately the CTs have fallen off Banana, giving it up. But Cyber, he's there to take down Shiki. JT on site, the most important player on the A site sometimes, and it's going to come out again as he gets 2. Pickles able to chime in with 1 as well. JT just tiny behind the box, letting Fearless run into him. Only got the P250 really. He's quite deadly at close range though. As I say that, Fearless, a nice shot onto JT. And this has opened up really for Fearless now. He's got the AWP trying to hold off this 1 versus 2. That Molotov, he's going to take a lot of damage that, and he may even die. In fact, he will. He's just killed himself. A 1G coming out from Fearless. I thought that was someone else's molly, but he threw his own Molotov and then ran into it. That has got to be going over his head. I'd take a... That would be a tactical pause coming out for me just to let that happen. That is...
I think we need to implement a 3rd style of pause. Just like a pause for
a
your
1G
team.
pause.
No, a retard pause. Just like pause so your team can scold you for
no
being...
subtlety there.
No.
Not just trying to hint that he may be an idiot. He is just a general retard.
Just like, Fearless, come on, dude. You're a veteran. How do you make that kind of mistake? AWP out for... Oh, I can't believe that he would do that. I'm actually genuinely stunned. I have no words for Fearless right now.
Especially that was such a winnable round for him in the 1 versus 2.
Exactly.
He's really capable on the AWP, and then he throws the Molotov down. even just taking a little bit of damage in that would have been just an idiotic play to make, to walk into your own Molotov. I think he must have thrown it and then not realised like it was going to land there, I guess. Because we didn't see his perspective and how he threw the Molotov. But I was really, really questionable. Well, questionable at best, retarded at worst. And now it looks like London Lynx are going to go towards the A site. Only 2 players here for Enclave, which is going to be a bit of a problem for them, as they are going to meet the full force of London Lynx, who look like they are going to go for some sort of A wrap. I think that's exactly what they do. Bombing apps alone, 4 players towards the wrap on A long.
JT, main man to hold down the defensive. But Pickles also here on the A site. 3 players on B, including that AWP of Shaney. Fearless to be the man at peak. Atone for your crimes. He spotted the first man, but can't quite get the shot. And actually, that's going to be crucial information that's been gathered by JT. Molotovs ring down smokes on the crosses from Arch side, and the quick rotation will come through from the CTs, but JT's still on site, sprays down the first man, can't quite get the second, they still got to deal with one more, that's Pickles on site, taking down the first man in pit, looking for Fearless, who gets aggressive with the AWP, eventually Mr. Hui able to trade him out, but it's still going to be a 2 versus 3, that grenade could land, almost taking down that 4 HP player. Mr. Hui will stay alive and the bomb will get planted. A 2 versus 3 retake though. Shani should have no problems hitting that shot. And looking for the second man, Cyber will fall. A nice 2k from the AWP to bring Enclave to 11.
The A players did a perfect job there. JT able to get 1, then Pickles able to get 2. Fearless, a bit questionable to push with the AWP there. He did have 2 players alive with him. Just let that AK, who in fact killed him later, just let him push there. You hold the site. There's no need to push him with the AWP. Unfortunately, it does mean Enclave will get the round win. Did take a fair bit of damage, but not going to be too bad for them. They will be able to fully buy into this. London Lynx, I believe, are going to go for the buy as well.
14 to 11. A close match. London Lynx currently in the lead, but Enclave are not that far behind. A forced buy from Lynx. AK's coming out, an MP7 limited on the utility. 4 smokes total, 3 flashbangs. Look, it's very, very fast play. It looks to be. It looks like Shane actually have to be the man to shut this whole thing down. Gets a leg shot on NK, but not much more than that. 2 other CTs here to try and support him. And indeed, he gets that opener finally. Taking down Mr. Hui. NK does go falling. Cyber gets a trade, but they're cheeky. Doubling down, taking 1 more frag back for his team. It's all on Fearless. 2 kills so far, but the bomb will go down. And JT and Pickles are the last 2 left alive. Good grenade from JT. That could take it out. Fearless very, very low indeed. The Molotov may even finish the job, but no, not quite. Fearless is still alive and kicking. A 2 versus 1. A lot of HP advantage for the CT side. Fearless actually has a great angle. Takes down JT. Will he be able to peek out and take down Pickles? 19 versus 100. A single AWP shot, but vice versa for Pickles. A single spray taps them on the first time. Trying to prompt out peek from Fearless. He peeks. Oh my God, Fearless! 4k overall and 19 HP, a huge clutch to put London Lynx on that point.
And this is what we said when he's so capable in these situations. He just shows us that when he doesn't have a Molotov available, he's just a great player. Fantastic from him. He's going 25 and 12, 4k to close it out, and a perfect clutch there. Pickles going for the gamble and not sticking it there, thinking that maybe if Fearless just runs in, he won't expect it. Because Fearless waited at least 5 seconds, he kind of knew that he was going to be off the bomb there. But again, I just have mind blown round there from Fearless.
Absolutely mind blown. 4k. Tagged up so hard, but still clutched it out. You can imagine that London Lynx in the Hallan Hall just be screaming their heads off. Just like, Fearless, you absolute god, you absolute legend. And he is. He's a veteran of the scene. He knows what he's doing with that AWP, and he is very, very capable member of London Lynx. But it's not over just yet. Enclave with another tactical pause. Take a moment, take a knee. Think about the current situation of things. The M4, the FAMAS, will come for a UMP for Shaney. And JT and Pickles with the Deagles. Trying to see if they can try and force the issue away from London Lynx. They could still bring this to overtime, you know. This is a reset round for London Lynx. The lost bonus is gone. But it is much more difficult here for Enclave. These rifles in particular need to play serious anchor on Sheiky in trials. Everybody else just needs to play supportive. London Lynx got serious firepower in this next round. They could very easily take the map right here.
I know, and it's just, I feel so bad for Enclave there. They had the perfect setup to counter the B rush. 3 players towards B. I think they get 4 from that. And then they just meet Fearless, and he just absolutely just bulldozes through everyone with that AWP. And especially in those clutch situations, it's really tense to play with that AWP, because you can't feel as you have much movement, you have to hold an angle, but Fearless just making it work there. And I think Enclave probably not shaking each other's hands and not fist bumping right now. They probably are quite upset that they lost that round. But I mean, they can still bring this to overtime. They win this round, like you said, it is a reset, and that probably guarantees at least 13 rounds to Enclave after that.
At the very least, if not, we're looking down at least 14 or 15, maybe a rifle round to turn it to overtime for Enclave. Cyber will lead the charge straight into the B site. They will go once again, but in this case, a crossfire set up. Mr. Hui does trade back to a 4-on-3, but it's to the advantage of the CT side still. Quickly in towards the B site. There's still 2 players here to defend it. Mr. Hui does pull out. Shiki 180 turns on towards JT, but can't quite finish the job in a 3-on-3 situation. The bomb still yet to get planted. Look at the aggression coming in from the CT side. They're looking desperately for these Pickles. Mr. Hui, they shut the whole thing down. It's all on Pickles with a Deagle and a Dream, and the AWP and the UMP to try and hold things off now in this last CT. Can he find the shot on Pickles? He gets a tag, but Fearless is able to finish the job.